Welcome to Around the House Northwest, presented by PGE and Oregon Kind of Energy.
Hey guys, welcome back for another edition of Around the House Northwest here on Fox 12 Plus. I'm Eric G. Each week, we like to show you more of everything when it comes to your house and what's in it. It could be our Made in Northwest segment, highlighting the many things that are crafted locally, or our Perform Like a Pro segment showing you how to start and finish a project the right way. Coming up on today's show, we're going to stop by Truman Boots in Eugene to see how quality boots are handcrafted right here in our own backyard. And I'm also going to check in with Whitney Elliott from Be Organized for some tips staying organized during the busy fall season, and discuss the latest in countertops with Nick Vargas from Constantino. First though, let's talk parking. If you live anywhere near the city, you know it can be a nightmare to find a place to park, even in your own neighborhood. Here's a look at how I created extra space out at my place, and it's something you can tackle too.
Now it's time for Perform Like a Pro, sponsored by The Wall.
Hey guys, today we're going to build some auxiliary parking. I need a few more places to park at my place. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to actually put some 4x4s around the outside, so that way it contains the rock, as well as put down some nice recycled gravel down here, which is going to be really good looking. I'm excited for that. Now, the thing is the first step is to really make sure that you have the ground prepped. Any grass, sod, anything that was growing there needs to be removed so you've got a good dirt surface. Bigger rock can go down if it's mushy. This is hard compact, so it's going to be pretty easy to do. Let's dump some rock and get going on this project. Couple secrets doing this project, especially with the dump trailer. This rock is so heavy that you got to be careful. That was only 1.5 yards of rock, so make sure you don't overload it. These trailers you can fill all the way up, but you're going to be shoveling it out because there's no way it'll ever lift it up. Now I got 4 more yards to go. That means more trips. Guys, well, I've got the gravel nicely leveled out here, a little bit more to go, but the border is the key right here because I want to keep the gravel where it's supposed to be so I can landscape on this side of it. But I need something I can run over with the truck and trailer as I make tight corners in here as well. So I went with 4x4 treated posts. They're rated for ground contact, but how do you hold them down? Let me show you. I'm going to drill some holes in here. We're going to drive rebar into the ground so when something kicks it, it stays right where I want it to be. All right, so if you drill a 1/2 inch hole, you want to use 1/2 inch rebar. Now, one secret when you're out buying rebar, you can buy it in 12-inch lengths, which is what I'm using in here, saving a little money. So if you buy in longer lengths and cut it down, it'll save it down by about half. So if you've got a bigger project, that's a way to save on your rebar. So let's cut some rebar. There's a lot of ways to cut rebar. You can use a hacksaw, you can use any type of different thing with a metal blade, so you don't have to have a big fancy saw to do it. Now, we just get a hammer and drive them home. Now, one way to keep these tied together is to use timber screws to hold them together. These are just 6-inch ones, and you can actually kind of toenail them in from the side. So let me show you. All right, guys, this is a pretty easy job to do, and it all depends on what you're starting with. If it's mushy ground, you got to start with bigger rock and start layering up the thinner stuff, or even put some of the plastic matrices down so it doesn't sink down into it. But really, some 4x4s and a bunch of gravel, and you can have some additional parking that's going to keep mud off your cars when you got some friends coming over.